Arsene, we start with the teams ahead of the trip to Leicester, please. Is there any updates on Mikel Arteta first?
Mikel Arteta will certainly be short for Sunday, and Kieran Gibbs, of course, as well. So shouldn't much be. I don't think we have any injury from Wednesday night against Besiktas. And Ramsey is available again because he was suspended against Besiktas, so he will come back into the squad.
Serge Gnabry or David Ospina, are they getting towards them?
David Ospina is now back to full training. He's available again. Maybe a bit short for Sunday, but he's back. And Serge Gnabry is on a good way, but no way near to be back in the group.
Can I ask you about Manuel Almunia? He's apparently going to retire due to a heart condition. I just wonder what your reaction is to that.
It's very sad that he has a heart condition. I think he is an age where you can accept that he retires from competitive professional football, but I hope it's nothing bad for his future and his health.
Do you think Manuel is a better goalkeeper than perhaps he was given credit for?
Yes, but I gave him credit because I played him, you know, so I think he was a great goalkeeper.
And just lastly, could I ask your reaction on the Champions League draw?
Difficult. We have experienced Dortmund a few times. Today you play against the German teams, you know it's difficult. It looks a little bit, here we go again, you know, because we played them now a few times. And Galatasaray is, we just experienced how tough Turkish teams are, and Anderlecht I don't know well, so, but it's feasible.
Arsene, have you thought any more about signing a striker since we last saw you? Have you thought any more about signing a striker since we last saw you? As the situation?
No, you have decided that I have to buy strikers. I have not necessarily decided.
I'm very neutral.
Good, thank you very much.
I did ask.
But you know, I promise you that if we sign somebody, we'll inform you.
I did ask Arsenal fans on Twitter if they had any questions for you, and loads of replies were, "Why don't we just sign Falcao?" Can you explain to them why you're not just signing Falcao?
Well, it's very difficult to go into all that, you know. I believe once again all the negotiations have to be as secret as possible, and if we sign somebody, even if we sign Falcao, you will be informed.
What would you say to people who say that unless you sign a senior, experienced, proven goal scorer, you can't mount a serious title challenge this year?
Look, opinions. We live in a society of opinions, and that is the people are better informed today. Many of them are even better informed than I am, but all the opinions do not necessarily mean that people are right. Everybody is entitled to have an opinion, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the opinion is right. In fact, many opinions have been wrong in the past. People have never come out and say, sorry, I was wrong, you know. But the easiest thing to do is to have an opinion.
In terms of transfer deadline day, what do you expect you'll be doing on that day? Do you think you'll be watching as an observer or actively involved?
I will be actively involved, but on the transfer last day deadline, I will be, of course, on alert until the last minute of the transfer deadline.
And a trip to Leicester for Arsenal brings back various memories, some of which include a very famous Dennis Bergkamp hat-trick. What do you remember of that?
What I remember, two things, is the first sensational goal from Dennis Bergkamp, and the second is my first experience with Ian Wright. When I took him off, he didn't understand why I took him off. I wanted to spare him some minutes at the end of a game, and I think we were caught back. We played 3-3, something like that, and Ian Wright was always keen to play, you know.
Was that Bergkamp goal one of the classic goals in your time?
I think so. I many times said that Dennis Bergkamp on that night scored for me maybe one of the greatest goals I've seen in my career.
Thank you.
Arsene, buying players is often seen as a solution for a lot of people to a lot of situations, but if you don't bring anyone in before Monday, do you still think you've got enough to be successful?
Yes.
Why?
Why not? If I give you the number of strikers I have at the moment, it's absolutely unbelievable. You know, we have Sanogo, we have of course Sanchez, we have Walcott, we have Podolski, we have still Giroud, who will come back during the season, and I forget maybe one or two. Campbell can play centre forward as well, you know, and of course we can be successful. It's success of a season doesn't depend on one player that you buy or not. I think you do it when you think really it strengthens your squad. Of course, you find the right player, you want to do it. We are not. We have shown in the last 2 seasons when we think this money has to be spent, we do it, but we want to do it in the right way.
What are the final few days of the window like? Is it harder to buy players now?
It's harder to buy top players, yes, because many clubs are on the market out there, and everybody knows each other. And the last few days are poker games, you know. There's a lot of lies there in the last few days, and everybody's interested in the same player, even if you're the only one who wants the player.
The fact that you've had experience of operating late in the window, does that help you in those poker?
Yes, of course. You can call it bluff when it is bluff.
I'll just put one name to you, Adrien Rabiot. Is there any truth in him?
I just put one answer, I don't tell you.
Arsene, just looking at Leicester, what do you make of their start to the season so far? Obviously good results against Everton in the circumstances, and held their own at Chelsea for long periods as well.
Yeah, they have been impressive in their first 2 games. But a very good result against Everton, and not only have they had very good result, but they came back. That needs some mental strength as well, and at Chelsea they played very well. I've seen a report on at Chelsea. It is a team with very good defensive solidity, but the second best defense last year after Burnley in the Championship. They are very good on counter-attacking. They have 2 good players on the flanks as well who are very quick, and it is a team with a lot of threat. I think they just bought 2 players as well. They bought Cambiaso from Inter Milan, who is a very good, intelligent player. So they will be a big challenge for us.
Arsène, avec le recul, quelle est la différence entre l'équipe qui s'est inclinée 3-0 à Everton en avril et celle qui est revenue à 2-2 le week-end dernier?
Moi, je pense d'abord on était dans un jour sans à Everton au mois d'avril, et puis on a un peu plus de confiance et de force mentale qu'on en avait à l'époque, certainement, en tout cas ce jour-là. Et voilà, c'est la grosse différence. On a plus confiance en nous.
Avec la blessure de Giroud, il vous reste Yaya Sanogo qui est encore un peu inexpérimenté. Les autres attaquants sont plus habitués à jouer sur les ailes ces dernières années. En quoi est-ce que ce n'est pas dangereux de ne pas chercher de remplaçant Olivier Giroud?
D'abord, qui vous dit qu'on ne cherche pas? Ensuite, c'est comme partout, le malheur des uns fait le bonheur des autres. C'est toujours une opportunité. Malheureusement, on a perdu Olivier Giroud pour quelques mois, mais c'est aussi une opportunité pour des joueurs comme Sanogo, justement, de montrer qu'ils ont la valeur. En tout cas, moi, j'y crois.
Je disais ce matin que vous êtes aussi sur Rabiot du Paris Saint-Germain. Vous pourriez nous en dire un petit peu plus dessus?
Non, j'ai rien à ajouter là-dessus. Je pense pas que ce soit la peine d'ajouter quoi que ce soit à cela.
Arsene, we spoke last week about Callum Chambers. I know you said people shouldn't get carried away after a couple of games. Roy's obviously named him in the squad. He said yesterday he had a good chat with you on Wednesday night. How is Callum now? He must be over the moon that he's in the seniors.
Look, I believe that he has the quality to be where he is. The only danger is psychological. Is that he's too much under pressure, that it comes too quick. He has played 3 games as in the national team. Of course, that's the speedy way. I'm not negative about it because I think that we have the example of Walcott, who mentally handled that very well. We have the Wilshere was very quick as well, and I think Callum Chambers is equipped mentally to deal with that.
Has he got that kind of character, do you think, to deal with that?
I think yes, he has the character to deal with it, with the pressure, with the attention he will get. He's a kind boy, and I believe he has a good family environment, and I hope that in the national team will be protected a little bit as well.
A lot of people say in the long term he might end up as a defensive midfielder. Do you see that for him in the long term?
He has the potential to do it, yes. Honestly, yes. He has the vision, the tactical ability, and the engine, a big engine. He can absorb the effort that is demanded in there. But he can as well become a very good centre-back, and it's very difficult to find that quality at centre-back today.
Thank you, everyone.